I'm not in. Don't go live.
Slide over. We are not live. We are live.
We are
Keys
live.
of the City.
Look how blurry we look.
We're very blurry. We're in the house.
Blurry. This is what happens when you have a PC and you don't have a Mac.
Slide over, Holmes.
All right. So big news today. Breaking news. Jason Witten is coming back. Us Giant fans. When are we going to catch a break? The nightmare comes back to us.
It
Jason
continues.
Witten's back. His 1 year tryout as a Monday night analyst didn't work. We've seen a lot of people bash him and kind of say, good, he's terrible.
Not one person I went on Adam
You know
Schefter's
what?
thing has anything or had anything good
Nope.
to say about him. Listen, you get in the booth in Monday Night Football and show me you could do better.
That's the problem. Everybody thinks they could do it.
It's not
But
as
they
easy
can't.
as it looks.
But congratulations. A huge win for Dallas. You get the safety blanket. Dak Prescott. This is a huge win for Dallas. This is a huge win for Jerry Jones. And especially a huge win for Dak Prescott. That's what it comes down to.
Absolutely. You bring another veteran presence with a lot of young guys. You look at that team. Dak is young. Zeke is young. That defensive players and Byron Jones and the linebackers. You bring in that veteran presence. You have that captain guy there.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, he's not going to have a big year. Probably about 45 to 60 catches, about 300 to 400 yards.
That's nice for a 30.
He'll probably end up having 4 touchdowns or so, but he'll be a key component to the Dallas Cowboys. And I also think he realizes after watching them this year that he wants to win a Super Bowl. And I think that he feels that at this point in time that Dallas, this is their one shot. I really think this is their one shot because after this year, if they don't make the playoffs or they don't win a Super Bowl, they're going to have some changes with not only their coaching staff, but as a whole team. Are they going to pay Dak? Are they going to pay Zeke? They have to pay Amari Cooper. You have those 2 young linebackers. You have Byron Jones that's going to want to get paid. How do you restructure your offensive line? Because those guys are getting older. Every year that, it's a wear and tear.
That's it. And
then the other breaking news today
is big news for Dallas. Dallas fans, be happy. Giant fans, we got to deal with him again. He's back for another year. But the big news also in the NFL world, well, if you didn't know, there is a combine going on today. And it starts. And the big name that we've been talking about, yes, there's a million names out, but the one name we stick to throughout this draft, and probably until draft night when he gets drafted, is Kyler Murray. And the measurements came out 5'10".
In the court.
207 pounds and hands 9.5.
You forgot that eighth of an inch.
Okay.
It makes a big difference.
Eighth of an inch. It does make a big difference because now he's not 5'9", and people are a little skeptical. Yes, it's 5'10", but still. This kid is electrifying. This kid can make plays with his legs. This kid can throw the ball, very accurate, has a strong arm for a kid that's not a big kid. He's got strength in that arm. He can throw the deep ball. He's accurate. And guess what? In the day of age of the NFL now, where you're seeing more and more mobile quarterbacks coming out and teams taking chances on these mobile quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson.
Yes, we talked about this. We looked at it like that. But what did I say to you in the car? I said, Dwayne Haskins is getting overshadowed. He should be the number 1 quarterback coming out, but he's not. Everything is about Murray, about if he was 6'3", he'd be the number 1 pick. Well, he isn't 6'3". So is that the only reason why Dwayne Haskins is the number 1 quarterback right now? I think by the time this draft starts, Kyle Murray is going to be the number 1 quarterback selected in this draft. I believe he's going to get selected by the Arizona Cardinals. They're going to take a chance and trade Rosen and live with Kyle Murray because Kingsbury has the same agent as Murray. He likes that style of offense. It's a run and gun. He's got David Johnson. He's got Larry Fitzgerald. Listen, Nick Bosa is a great player, but as we've seen, one defensive player can't change the team. A quarterback can't. Look what Baker Mayfield has done for the Cleveland Browns.
He also had weapons around there. Arizona, they have David Johnson. They have a Larry Fitz. After that,
they drafted the receiver from Texas A&M last year,
Christian Kirk. But then you go down there, a bad offensive line. You got a new rookie head coach.
So how do you handle a bad offensive line?
So you're going to come in with
a guy who can who can run and move and mobility.
You're going to come in with a rookie coach, no experience in the NFL other than being a backup in the Patriot system. And then you're coming in with a rookie quarterback, a guy that's going to be 5'10". And if you decide to trade Josh Rosen, a guy that you traded – oh, did they have the 10th pick last year? I'm trying to remember if they traded up. They traded back with Tampa or traded with somebody to get Josh Rosen. So you take that 1-year experiment with him That's a wasted pick.
He didn't look good.
That was a wasted pick.
It's not really a wasted pick now because you can turn that into an asset.
Because now you go back. Now you got to go back to the drawing boards. Now you got to go back to day one again. You got to change your whole system. And Cliff Kingsbury is going to do that. And that's the thing. That's what makes this so interesting is the factor of this system that Cliff Kingsbury is going to bring in.
I think it's going to be exciting. You sent me something last night about David Johnson.
And they need the perfect
fantasy.
And they need the perfect quarterback to run this system.
You're listening to Keys to the City live on YouTube. Click the little box down there. It says Keys to the City. Subscribe. Check us out. We'll have weekly podcasts going on, talking about breaking news, sports. Mostly we'll be focusing on football, basketball, and baseball. We're big Yankee fans, but we have no problem talking about the Red Sox and Mets and any other.
We got to talk about the
I mean, Bryce Harper. Tune in tomorrow on Facebook. We'll be discussing why Bryce Harper still is not signed. It feels like everyone has an opinion on that. I mean,
I don't get it.
Even Smash Mouth has joked, "Hey, he's signing with, someone."
I don't get how he's not being signed yet.
There was a minor league team that said, "Hey, breaking news, we're signing Bryce Harper." It's comical now. I think it's come to a point where it's all about the money. But the biggest thing today is the football story. Kyle Murray, the NFL Combines this weekend, and if ESPN's going to be live there 1 to 3 this Saturday. You said today you want to see Kyle Murray throw. I saw him throw in the games, and that's what matters to me.
You don't think I didn't watch him?
No, I know you did. We were sitting right on the couch.
Exactly. So,
but what do you need to see that you're going to see a guy in shorts and t-shirt throwing to guys that he's not accustomed? That's going to make you see something differently.
Tell the guys that are there in Indianapolis that take a chance on these guys. For all players from past years.
Yeah, but he's got his own. He can go to Oklahoma and
I'm not the one that makes the decisions. It's these guys that are sitting there, owners, coaches, scouts, that are watching and saying, "Oh, well, this kid looks great." It's amazing that what a guy looks like when he has a T-shirt and shorts on. I mean, hell, I throw the ball pretty well when I have a T-shirt and shorts on.
Well,
it's a hell of a lot different when you have shoulder pads. Rather what? Explain. I'm waiting. Exactly. Nothing. Shut up. But yes, Kyler Murray, big news. Dwayne Haskins. We'll see what happens with him. He really is. All these other quarterbacks, it's funny because all these quarterbacks are flying under the radar.
I will say this, Trev.
Even though Haskins is the number one, it's just all about Kyler Murray. And you know what? It's maybe a good thing for these guys because Kyler Murray is bringing the attention.
Is this good for the Giants? That's the question. Is this the Murray news? Is this good for Giant fans in the sense that Kyle Murray is the topic, right? He's the topic train. He's the one that really has driven this draft because other than him, there really hasn't been any major talking points with this draft. It's really come down to Murray, his size, and what's he going to measure. Now that we know he's 5'10" and a quarter, 5'10" and an eighth, whatever it is, 207 pounds. He's got 9-inch hands, 9 and a quarter. Mm-hmm. So they're bigger than Drew Lock's. We saw the measurements today. Haskins came in at 6'3", about 235. With all this hype, and we've seen this, Murray can get pushed up on the boards, which means the Giants won't have to trade up to go get Haskins if they really want him. We've also heard some breaking news that Gettleman is more in favor of the big. I see. The way I look at it is Gettleman is the older version. He's the dinosaur guy. He wants the prototype. Now, I would never work in that system because I'm small. But he wants the wide receiver. He wants the 6'2", 215 wide receiver. He wants a quarterback 6'4", 235. Well, the game is changing. The game is becoming more of an arena football game. And we're seeing more spread offenses. Now, what we've heard other news is Shermer likes Murray. The question is, will the Giants use whatever quarterback they choose, if it's Haskins or Murray, in the best way possible for them to succeed? Because you got to look at it. I look at it as a video game way. Either way, if you have Murray or Haskins, you have two quarterbacks that are much better than the quarterback we currently have on the roster. And you have Saquon Barkley, and you have Odell Beckham. You can do so many things with Evan Ingram and Sterling Shepard. This team should be an elite talent. I mean, this should be a 4x100 relay team.
The most important thing is, to make my final point, is the way that the league, it's very beneficial for quarterbacks now. With the way the league is moving in the direction of favoring quarterbacks now. Penalties, keeping them healthy, keeping them safe.
Don't hit the quarterback low. Don't hit the quarterback high.
This is very, very important going forward. And it helps for quarterbacks like a Kyler Murray. So, yes, we want to say, Giant, all these teams that might be a little skeptical, just remember, the league is moving in a direction to help quarterbacks going forward, especially quarterbacks like a Kyler Murray. We'll talk more about this all tomorrow. All tomorrow. I have the accent again. It's a New York accent. Tomorrow. Facebook Live. I do. Go subscribe to us. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram. Keys to the City. Check us out. We are two brothers that just love what we're doing, talking sports. Everybody, we're out. See you later.